Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now, and it's also going to be a first impression and review of the Huda Beauty Rosegold Textured Eyeshadow Palette. It is a really beautiful palette. I actually just recently got the Modern Renaissance palette, and when I saw that this one was released, I was kind of debating between, you know, just sticking to the Modern Renaissance because it's very, very similar in color. Also a little quick update. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you know exactly what's going on because you see snaps about it every single day. But there's actually something else that's going on in my life too. So I had a ton of like Halloween looks planned, and just some life things happened that have now kind of made it a little bit harder for me to do that. That as well as working a lot. So it's just been really hard to film the videos that I wanted to film for Halloween this year. That, and I also did have something really awesome happen in my life this past month. And again, if you follow me on Snapchat or on Instagram, no, I haven't actually talked about Instagram. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you know, because I was counting down the days and the day finally came, and it's been nothing but snaps of that ever since. I got a new puppy. I just woke her up from her nap. So this is Cleo. She's so like tired. Oh, hi baby. I'm sorry. Let me woke you up. So this is Cleo. She is a little bit over 8 weeks old. I got her about 2 weeks ago almost. It's crazy, time has flown by. She's like super tired. Yeah, so I named her Cleo. That's kind of like the only name that stuck out to me the most. That and Chloe. I was really debating between the two names, but I kind of liked Cleo a little bit more since my name is Arabic, even though I'm Mexican. But my name is Arabic, so I thought it would be cool to give her an Arabic name as well. So I named her Cleo. She's a Chiweenie with a little bit of Jack Russell in there, and I got her for free from one of my coworkers, and I'm so happy. She is crazy because she's a little newborn puppy of a lot of breeds that are very like all over the place. But I'm having a blast like getting to know her and getting her super used to it, and just spending a lot of time with her and playing with her and just cuddling. She does not like to sleep alone in her kennel or in her bed. She likes to sleep with us on our bed, which I'm totally fine with, and she's about 2.2 pounds. We went to the vet last week and she was 2.2 pounds. I'm sure she's a little bit bigger now because she's growing so fast, but I love her so much. So that's also been really hard because whenever I'm not at work or asleep or running errands and stuff, I'm usually playing with her because she's so like crazy. So that makes it really hard as well. So if you notice, I'm actually in a different space. Now my desk is in my bedroom because of said life changes. So I'm kind of forced to film in this little corner in my room. But yeah, so that's been kind of what's going on. I got a new puppy. I love her so much. She's so cute. She's so tired. Look, say hi. So yeah, if you follow me on Snapchat, I snap her daily, and I'm pretty sure some people are very upset with me, but I haven't gotten any complaints yet. So yeah, she's so lazy. She's just not. She's super like fun and like very quirky and all over the place, but not when she's very tired like she is right. Say hi. Come on. Aw, she's like, no. No. Also, I sat down to film this video at 12. It is now 3, and that's because of her. She was crying. I had to keep stopping. I was like, I had to play with her. I had to calm her down and like really like take out all her energy. So that took way too long for me to film this because, like I said, she kept crying, she kept distracting me, she kept like wanting to go up on the bed, wanting to go down. So it literally took me 3 hours to film this tutorial alone. Just a tutorial, not even the review or the swatches or anything, just the tutorial. All that aside, again, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching, and also my review at the end. Alright guys, so let's start off with the face. I'm going to be using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer and the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation. I am in the shade Euphoric. And just bouncing this all over my face with my beauty blender. This foundation has seriously been so awesome on my super dry skin. I have absolutely been loving it. Then going with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, another current favorite of mine. I'm going to be putting this on the under eye parts of my face, and then with Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm putting that on the other parts of my face that do need some highlighting and a little bit of extra coverage. And again, just blending that all in. Then dipping into the RCMA No Color Powder, I'm setting the under eye area and the rest of my face very, very lightly. Then with the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula, I'm going to bronze up my face with a big Morphe fluffy brush. Then going on to the eyes, I'm using the I Heart Stage Primer by Essence, one of my favorites and probably the cheapest primer I've ever purchased. I'm putting this all over my lids. And then, of course, with the star of the show, the Huda Beauty Rosegold Edition Textured Eyeshadow Palette. Starting off with Sandalwood, I'm just blending this in my crease. I also did set that primer with the shade Bay. It's a very matte, creamy white shade. Then with henna, I'm going to just concentrate this a little bit more in my crease, as I always do. Then taking the shade Cocoa, I'm going to just deepen up my crease a little bit more, and I changed to a more precise little fluffy brush. And with Man Eater, now I'm going to just kind of fluff this into the crease to add a little bit more warmth. And also to help me blend out that cocoa shade. Then with the shade Bossy, I'm going to just go back into that crease color and start to deepen it up again. And yet again, in the crease, I'm taking the shade Black Truffle. Then with the shade Flamingo, the super bright pink, I'm going to take this on the fluffy MAC 217 and buff this around the edges of the black. And then going back in with Black Truffle after to deepen it back up again. Then for the star of the show, I'm taking the shade Trust Funds and just packing it all over the lid. Then for eyeliner, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Liner in the shade Black. And then the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner to create a nice little wing. And for lashes today, I'm going to be applying the Sephora Collection Plush Lashes. But first coating my lashes with a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. Then for blush, I'm taking this beautiful new palette that I got from Tarte. It's their Holiday Collection Blush Palette, and this palette is beautiful. I'm taking one of the lower shades. It's the shade called Montage, and it's a really nice pinky peachy blush. And it is a lot more pigmented than I've ever experienced any Tarte blushes, so I did go a little overboard, but I do end up taking a bigger fluffy brush and blending it out, and then going over it with my beauty blender as well. Then for highlighter, I'm taking the Sleek Solstice highlighting palette. One of my coworkers and very dear friend of mine gave me this palette, and choosing a color is always so hard, but I love to mix a purple shade with the really light creamy shade, and oh my gosh, this highlighter palette is seriously amazing. I've never experienced anything else like this. Honestly, no other highlighter can compare. Ugh, I just can't. Like liquid gold or liquid silver. liquid shimmer. I don't know. It's just so pretty. Then for lips, I'm taking the Ofra and Manny Charmed liquid lipstick and just putting this all over my lips, of course. Where else would I put it? And that completes this look. I had such an awesome time using this palette. It is seriously amazing. And I used a lot of my favorite products and a lot of really awesome new products that I am absolutely already in love with. So if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, please make sure to subscribe and also follow me on all my social media to get updates and awesome photos and product shots and all that good stuff. More on the daily. Yeah, and I will see you guys next time. So for the review of the palette, all of the colors that I used blended really beautifully. I didn't have any issues with patchiness or any of the shadow skipping or anything. The only thing I don't love about the palette is that the textured shadows, while they are amazing and beautiful, you do absolutely have to use your fingers. I tried using a synthetic brush and kind of spraying it with some Fix Plus, and that would not pick up any shadow at all. So when you use your finger, it goes on super creamy, very thick and pigmented and beautiful, but you can't use a brush with it because a brush isn't going to pick it up. Maybe I'm not using the right kind of brush. If you have any tips on how to use shadows like these, let me know. But it's kind of like a pressed pigment or pressed glitter. The color range in this palette is really awesome because you do have your super light transition colors, your kind of deeper pinks, your mid-tone like reddish browns, and then you have like a really cool tone, which I kind of really appreciate in this palette. And these two are more of like a traditional like creamy like textured shadow. It's nothing as intense as the other one. So these ones you could definitely use eyeshadow brushes with, this one right here and then this one right here. But from Dubai all the way to Trust Funds, I feel like they're more of the shadows that really have to be used with your finger. Packaging is not what I thought it would be. When I saw it in photos and stuff online, I thought it was gonna have that the packaging similar to the Anastasia contour kits, but the new one, because the packaging right now is like the traditional or like the first version of the Anastasia contour kits, where it's kind of like that cardboard, but I thought that it was gonna be more of a kind of plastic, but it's just cardboard, and it has like a piece of like thin plastic in this little guy. I do like how it's see-through, and yeah, I just wish it was a little bit sturdier material. But the colors, like I said, are amazing. So I'm going to be showing all of the swatches of all of the colors. And the only thing, again, I don't like about it, another thing I don't like about it, I should say, is the price. This guy is $65, which is kind of a lot for a palette. Granted, if you are like a VIB or a VIB Rouge, and this goes on Sephora.com around the time that you get your discounts, it's really nice because you can get 20% off. Or if you have a friends and family coupon from anyone like me who works there, who's giving it out to friends and family, that's nice too, because then you can use it 20% off. But unless you somehow get like a discount code or card or something from Sephora, 65 bucks is a lot to pay for a palette. Even with 20% off, it's $53, and that's still a lot for a palette, but it is a really beautiful palette, and I can understand why they would cost a lot, just because of those kind of textured shadows at the top. Plus, I feel like the rest of the shadows in the palette are super creamy, very blendable, very pigmented too. So while I don't love the price, I was obviously willing to pay it to get this palette, and I'm very happy with it. I'm not disappointed at all. I do not regret this purchase. I really, really love it. So I'm super excited to use it a bunch, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the favorites next month. And now let's go on into the swatches.